slay like this in the beginning.
Awesome. Okay. Hi, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Probably TMI podcast. We have hit episode 30. We are getting so
Ow,
old,
ow.
basically middle-aged. It's your girls, Mads and
Shelby here reporting for
Shelby.
duty.
Here we are
Hey.
back. Are you
Hey,
tired
girl.
of us yet? Hi, girl.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so good.
You guys should have heard the conversation we just had before I pressed record.
Oh yeah.
But
We expelled our demons and then we're like, okay, should we record?
yeah, we did a quick
Let's
little
do it.
update with our health and everything because you guys know how we are with that. If we went
Yeah.
into detail with that right now, this episode would be way too long, and that's not what we want. So I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce the topic.
We don't have time. We're not gonna go into details about the miseries that we face.
We don't need to write a book this episode.
No,
But
is about something else.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, spring break is right around the corner here in the good old Sunshine State and over in Arizona.
For all of our kids in school,
our high schoolers, our college girls and boys, and
our little babies.
we are in our grown eras now. So although I'm a teacher and I do have the time off, we don't really experience spring break like maybe if we used to, or things that just happen. You hear about crazy spring break stories in Miami and whatever.
Right.
So we decided to hop on Reddit and look at some of random people's spring break stories.
Yeah. And mind you guys, we grew up in Florida, which is home to one of the craziest, most tourist attraction beaches, Clearwater Beach.
Unfortunately.
And so spring break was kind of a nightmare for us.
Yeah.
That beach was basically taken over for the locals. And even still, you can't go there anymore just because it was rated #1 beach in America or something crazy.
Multiple years in a row.
Yeah.
So I don't even remember. For the last day, I dedicated the day to go to Clearwater Beach. It was probably in high school with you.
Yeah, I haven't been to that beach since high school. Yeah.
And we're college graduates, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? It's just that beach, just everybody wants to go to that beach. Everybody. And then when they go there, and especially for spring break, something crazy always happens.
Mm-hmm.
Police get involved, somebody's on the news every single year.
Shot, someone's robbing a liquor store. It's
somebody's getting hit over the head with a car pipe.
I
every year
literally worked there, worked on Clearwater Beach for a couple years in my teenage life. Although it was so much fun. It was exhausting, and driving to work when it should have taken 20 minutes from where we live took an hour and a half because of traffic from all the tourists. It was a disaster.
Truly, it really was a disaster. And I don't know, the spring break, there's always something crazy. People use that week to really let their demons loose and go crazy, go wild.
And I just realized that spring break next week, also St. Patrick's Day falls on spring break, during spring break. St. Patrick's Day is next Friday, the 17th. And that's a Friday of spring break. So, people are going to get drunk off their ass and making a huge fool of themselves.
Oh my God, you guys, that's going to be crazy. Do you have anything going on for your spring break? Any plans?
No. So no, I'm probably just going to hang out at home and maybe lay out in the sun a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I don't know. I have a hair appointment next week. But that's the highlight of my week. Do you have any plans?
Nice. I'm going to be going to work.
Bye.
You know what I mean? I have a job.
Okay. It kind of makes it sound like that I don't have a job because I'm on spring break, but
she's a teacher. Yeah. So it just happens to fall for her, but no,
yeah,
I work at Starbucks. So yeah. I will be going to work, and I will most likely be going through hell because most of the people who work at Starbucks are younger kids. So I imagine we'll have a lot of call outs. I imagine I'll be having to take a lot of people's shifts.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Get back.
I can do everything I can do.
You do everything that you put your mind to.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly. So let's get into these stories. I'm excited to see how crazy it gets for other people. I can't imagine though, growing up in Florida, people going anywhere else than Florida having spring break.
Yeah, unless you're rich and you go to Cabo.
And, the Swedish Alps.
Yeah.
I met people when I went out earlier this week that were here on spring break, and I met one from Canada and one from Texas.
Oh.
I was like, why are you here? And then I'm like,
diverse.
wait, Scottsdale's kind of picking up in tourist attractions. And
Yeah, Scottsdale's huge for sure.
Scottsdale, Phoenix, college towns going crazy. ASU's crazy. So,
Well,
yeah.
Well, let's just get into it then. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
let's see.
Okay. So the first one, I did not get the user in the screenshot that I took, so that's a foul on me.
This is
But
from Reddit,
yeah,
right?
these are
Okay.
from Reddit. I think the couple stories that we
crazy Reddit stories.
Yes. So here I am. Here I go.
I'm buckled in. I'm ready. I can't wait to hear.
Spend 5 hours in a Mexican holding cell. Long story short, me and a couple of my friends were going to Mexico. We go on an airline called Spirit, which is really shitty and makes you pay for a carry-on. My friend already paid for a carry-on, and all I had was a passport and a ticket. So I asked my friend if he could hold it for me. We get into the airline gate 40 minutes early. Friend says that he wants a bagel, and real quick, the Einstein. Oh my god, I already am fucking up my reading.
She reads all day.
That didn't take long. He wants a bagel real quick from Einstein Bros. It was right outside the gate. I say, yeah, whatever, and go inside the plane. They only were looking for tickets, so I just went in. 15 minutes later, I get a call from my friend saying that they gave away his ticket to a standby passenger because he waited too fucking long for a motherfucking bagel. At this point, I forgot my passport and was more concerned about him getting to Mexico. He said they put him on another flight that will arrive 5 hours later. I said, okay, that's fine. I thought I'd check into the hotel and then come to pick him up at that time then. Halfway through the flight, I realized I didn't have my passport. I asked the hostess, who said I was probably going to get deported in Mexico after the authorities spoke to me. I started to panic and started to freak out. I land, Mexican authorities come up to me and take me to a holding cell. They start interrogating me. How come I didn't have my passport? Blah, blah, blah. I told them the truth and how my stupid ass friend was trying to get a bagel. My other friends who I came with had to wait outside of the airport and had no way of communicating with me. Eventually, they decided that I am not part of the cartel or anything like that and let me wait. On the condition that if my friend gets delayed or does not come, I get immediately sent back to America. So I had to spend 5 hours waiting in the cell with an Australian drug dealer and this hooker looking lady with a gigantic ass teddy bear. Eventually, my friends come and we get the passport and we are free. Needless to say, Bagel Boy was buying rounds like no other for the rest of us for our time in Mexico.
Oh my god.
I would literally, if that happened to me and you, and like you were the one getting the bagel and I like got on my flight. First of all, it's like if you're missing the flight, I'm missing the flight. Like I would not get on a plane without you.
Yeah, right? Like we would both be like, can we reschedule it so we can be on the same plane?
Or just like
and going to Mexico, like
yeah. And the fact, because they didn't have his passport, so I guess they assumed he was part of like, the cartel or something. So they arrested him.
What? Can't you just like show them your ID and like be like, I am with the United States. I am with them.
Well, they say like it's weird because when you do like legal stuff, it's like an ID, like a license isn't like a valid identification card. That's just literally your license because you could have a license from anywhere.
Okay,
but like
true.
When you're traveling to Mexico, you need like a passport or a birth certificate or something like serious.
Mexico's like a scary place to get like trapped in,
especially like like at the border or at the airport, like where it's like heavy security, when there's a lot of like people trying to cross the border that carrying drugs, carrying people. Like it's some scary shit. I couldn't imagine like being stuck in a cell literally just because my friend wanted to get a bagel and missed his flight.
Shouldn't he have known though? Like the guy getting the bagel or the girl, shouldn't they have seen the time like as they were waiting?
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. And like, but also, why did the airline sell his ticket? Like, did they call for him? Because if the bagel shop was right outside of the gate, like, wouldn't they call it like do an all call? Like, oh, all call.
They would.
ShelbyHoos, like, come to your.
Yeah, they would. They'd call it over the intercom. I've heard that before. I spent a good 3 days inside the airport, so I would know. Right. They do. They call them out like this person, go to this gate. Like
maybe his friend was deaf.
Yeah, fumbled that bag so fat. I don't know if you're deaf, if you should go to Mexico on spring break. I'm sorry. I feel like you shouldn't do that.
Because you'll make your friend be in a holding cell for 5 hours until you get your bagel and fly on over.
I mean, just also imagine leaving your deaf friend at an airport.
That's true. That's fucked up.
I don't think so. Oh, that is messed up. Well, I'm glad that they lived to tell the tale. I feel like that's some shit like you'd die.
Yeah. And I'm glad
I would just die.
Yeah, for sure. That's terrifying, but I'm glad his bagel friend like bought everybody shots when they got to Mexico to make up for it,
Yeah.
as
I
he
don't even
should.
think I'd be mad. I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, okay, this is how this is going. And,
Like, here we are. So buy me a margarita and we'll forget about it.
and I'm just glad we're here, bro. Glad we
Mhm.
made it. Okay, here's this next story by Chrisert. This was posted a minute ago. This was 9 years ago. Oh my God.
Wow.
To be honest, I couldn't really find much on Reddit, but this is going to be a surprise story for me too, because I did not read this at all. So let's both buckle in and see where this goes. He says, bit of a long story from a couple weeks ago, but here it goes. It's not all stuff I've done, but here's the full account of my night and adventure to get home, me and all my friends. Okay, first of all, they don't know how to spell.
Yeah.
Full account of my night and adventure to get home, me and all my friends to go to an event at some club. Okay, so is he going home from a club or going to a club?
They like use Google Translate or something.
Yeah, this is not okay. I'm in the bathroom when my roommate gets arrested for doing coke. He convinces a random girl to bribe the cop to let him go. First of all, that's illegal. Can't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
After witnessing this, my adrenaline is pumping for him and I proceed to go hard at the party. Okay, yeah, this person doesn't. Is this person okay? I end up going home with a random girl staying at a resort way down the beach. After getting walked in on by her roommate, we hook up in the pool, in plain view of everyone coming back from the bars. Sick. I have no money with me, so the next morning I decided to walk home along the beach. I end up going the wrong way and walk an hour into town. On my way, a local guy tries to sell me all sorts of drugs.
Mhm.
Like an idiot, I decided to follow him into this shady alley and see what he has.
Oh my God.
Dude, bro is full of poor choices. Instantly, he tries to mug me. Could have guessed.
Hmm.
Somehow I managed to run the fuck away. I run what I'm guessing is about 10 kilometers back towards where I came from, constantly looking over my shoulder. Eventually, I found reps of the tour company I came with, and they pay for a cab to get me back. I was missing for more than 12 hours.
This is homie's fault.
Wait, like none of that made any sense to me.
It
He's
went
going
from,
out to a club,
yeah. And then his
and
friend's
then
getting arrested or his roommate's getting arrested for doing coke. And then the friend gets out of it. And then apparently he gets lost and he's walking on the beach. And then he gets like mugged by a drug dealer.
not before he hooks up with a girl
Right.
and then gets walked in on and then goes down to the pool. This guy was just on full chaos mode.
Yeah, he was probably very not coherent with himself.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, okay. If you go into a random alley with a guy selling drugs just to see what he has,
Just to see
that's on
what
you,
he has.
bro.
Oh my God.
That's on you, bro. I'm sorry. Whatever happens is in God's hands from there. That's bizarre. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about that. That was just bad thinking all across the board.
That was not smart on his end.
Yeah, just the not smart. That's it.
Missing
That's
for
all we have to say.
missing for 12 hours. Like, I feel like there's more to that story. I feel like that was too short of a for being missing for 12 hours. You're like, okay, where's the details?
Yeah, then how do you 12 hours? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know.
It sounds like
I,
one of those like spring break movies that you like that would be in theater, but like get really low ratings on Rotten Tomatoes.
I think we just got the spark notes for sure. Yeah, of that movie. Yeah.
Probably.
He just said, this is what happened. I'm not going to go into detail.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay. All
Well,
right, guy. I wonder if he's alive today.
Chrisert, are you still alive? This was 9 years ago. How you doing, bud?
I mean, it seems like he's not really good at navigating the world. So
Yeah.
hopefully he's with us.
Yeah.
We hope you're with us, Chrisert. If you're there.
If you're not, rest in peace.
He's no longer with us.
Next one comes from Swimmin' Chick 24. This was 6 years ago. So this one's also a hot minute ago.
Yeah.
My friends' friends all went to Cancun for spring break. And a few days ago, the three of her friends were all hanging out by the pool, and this random 40-year-old woman approached them and was asking them all kinds of questions. And they all sort of ignored her. And she went away. And then an hour later, the woman came back with her boyfriend, and they were both like, take a shot with us. And so the three of them took a shot with them. And then from that point onwards, none of them remember anything. Oh, drugged. And the next thing, one of them knew she is what? What? See, these people, they don't know how to spell. You're right. She woke up in her hotel room and her other friend was passed out next to her in a coma. And she couldn't remember the last 5 hours. And she went down to the hotel staff and they told her the third girl had been taken to the hospital. And then all day,
Oh.
people at the hotel who had witnessed the last 5 hours came up to them and were telling them that what had happened. And apparently, the couple had dragged the three of them to their hotel room. And people at the hotel went up to them and asked them if the girls were okay. And the couple had said, "Yeah, these are our daughters. They're fine." And then they were apparently in the couple's hotel room for 4 hours and no one knows what happened to them. And the couple took them back down to the pool and two of the girls collapsed simultaneously. And one of them was put into a coma. And the third girl passed out 5 minutes later and started bleeding from her eyes, ears, and nose. And the woman in the couple, oh my God, I'm sorry for laughing. And the woman of the couple started to literally drown her in the pool. So the pool was covered in blood, and all of the people by the pool weren't doing anything because bystander effect. But someone called 911, and now all three of them are fine. They still don't know if they were sexually assaulted, and the couple wasn't caught. But apparently, this happened to multiple people in Cancun, and the couple was pretending to be American, but was actually Russian, and probably were drugging them in order to get them in the sex trafficking trade.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
This was like a 40-year-old
Wow.
couple, like a 40-year-old, like married, like boyfriend couple, girlfriend couple.
First of all, what kind of crazy black market drugs did these people have their hands on to make you
Wow.
bleed from your eyes?
And like go into a coma. Holy Moses.
I need an update on these three. Are these three okay? I would have wrote a
That's
book.
like traumatizing.
That's like, oh, that could like be based on a movie, bro.
Imagine you're bleeding out of your eyes, mouth, and nose, and you're being drowned basically in the hotel pool. Like,
can you imagine that? You just see like somebody like getting strangled in the pool. I'm just like viciously like throttling their neck, like drowning them, blood everywhere, like a bloodbath, and people just being like, oh,
bystander effect. No, I would be suing the hotel. I'd be like, where was my safety? What was going on? Because obviously these people weren't here for the right reason.
so true. Because like obviously their names were on the hotel room they were staying at. Why did nobody follow up with that?
Yeah.
That cannot be true, bro. Oh my God.
Talk about a spring break.
Here's what's scary. I feel like I would take a random shot with a couple, but I wonder what happened in the in between where they could have been drugged that bad.
It
Like,
was it was the shot.
yeah, it was the shot.
Wow.
But still, damn, that's fucking crazy.
That's why, like, if someone's buying you a shot, you watch everything that's going down.
You gotta watch everything that's
You
going
watch the
down.
bartender make the shot. You have the bartender give it to you, and then you take the shot. You don't like do any. You don't set it down. You don't like.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Ladies and gentlemen, let that be word to the wise. Don't get drugged by Russians.
You guys better be safe out there this spring break because you know what can happen.
Yeah, no, seriously, I don't even go out. Like if I and drinks are expensive, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
If I am out and I leave my drink somewhere and I have my shoulder turned for like more than a minute, actually a minute is a lot for me. And I'm like, oh my God, I had my shoulder turned. I won't drink it at all. And I think it's better being safe than sorry. Like, yeah, I just lost $12, but like I didn't see my drink. It's a crowded bar and I'm not going to take that risk. And I feel like everybody should think like that too.
Definitely. Some people can be really naive and not even think about that, but it is huge. And even like, I know you're not here anymore, but like, I don't know about Arizona where they're at, but like Florida is one of the top like human trafficking states in America. Yeah. So it's like, it's just crazy. It's 2 out of the 3 were like, basically the stories that we read were like about potential human trafficking or like, abduction. Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. Long story short, make good choices, guys.
Yeah, make good choices.
Make good choices this spring break.
Don't get make sure you're around good people too, because make sure you're around people that you trust.
So. It's 2023. The world's crazy. Don't get human trafficked. Don't let your drink get drugged.
Yeah, don't take shots from 40-year-old women.
And do not walk into an alleyway.
just to see what
just to see what a sketchy dude has got
Wow.
in his bag.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
Well, that
That's
last
crazy.
story that we read, I mean, that was like the icing on the cake. I feel like that was
That
the most
was,
intense one.
I can't, can you imagine that being you? I would take that opportunity to like write a novel on my life after
Sure.
something like that.
I feel like I need a short film. Like someone sign me to an agency. It's time
No,
to, yeah.
that's like you'd see them on one of those shows on like PBS and they're like explaining their story.
Yeah.
And then like the photo, it's like them smiling, like a picture of them and their family. And then
Mhm.
suddenly it's like in sepia and black and white. They're like, until it all went downhill one crazy night. That's exactly what I
Sign
can
me up. I
envision.
want to be an extra if it's your story. And if it's my story, you can be an extra.
Dude, I want to be an extra on like a commercial.
You can. You got to like just sign up for it.
Like, yeah, like you know the people that are in like
Like a Go-Gurt
commercials for
commercial
pills. Yeah, like you know, like medication. They're just having a good time. They're like playing tennis. They're walking a dog.
or like a
I'll do that.
Danimals. The Danimals
I do. Yeah.
Activia yogurt.
I think I'm too old to be in a Danimals commercial.
You're not.
I'm, you know, I feel like you've got to be like 10 to be in a Danimals commercial.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. But I would be in like a Lexapro commercial.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd support that.
Thank you. Yeah, I would do that. I think that would be more fitting.
Yeah, I
Or
agree.
like allergies, seasonal allergies. I'd be in that commercial.
You'd be like, y'all need to give me a line because I can relate to this information.
Cheez-Its. I'd do that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, bro, we need to be sponsored.
Yeah. If anybody's in the filming industry, just hit us up on Instagram in our DMs. We'll be happy to
Yeah.
respond.
I'd love to apply. I just would love to. And we can both be in it.
Mhm.
So
Let's do
yeah.
it. Let's make it happen,
Cool.
girls. Girls.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's dive in.
Yep, thanks. Yep. Okay. Let's do it. Here we go. Here's the time of the moment.
You know it's here. You know you love it. It is Hot Wheels. Us not in the club for spring break. All right.
Watching The Bachelor.
Literally.
Spring break.
You sitting by my pool. Right, girlfriend.
Me not having a life. Okay. Let's spin that wheel. Ready and go. That worked. It's fine.
It's fine.
What's it say?
Oh, it's the same one I had last week. Shout out a crush you had in high school that no one knows about. So I can't even know about it. That's hard.
Oh shoot. No, I'll tell you like a crush that I had in high school just to say it.
Okay. Like that you never like had a thing with, that you just had a crush.
Yeah. I mean, Mads knows everything. You would know.
Okay.
But maybe my longest running crush that I've had is, oh, you said the person's name last week, didn't you?
What?
Yeah, you did. Should I say mine by name and last name?
Yeah, why not? I mean, you don't have to say last name. Or you can. Who cares?
Bro, why am I nervous? Like,
or you
I'm
can do
getting, like,
last
red in the
initial.
face.
Do last
No,
initial.
it's fine. The longest running crush I've had, I think, not in high school, but just the longest running crush I had, because I was kind of tied down for a while in high school.
Yeah.
Probably Harrison Wiley.
Hey, Harrison Wiley, get us that pizza.
Crab rangoon pizza. Yeah. There's a pizza shop that he works at that's it's like crazy pizzas. They have like a crab rangoon pizza that like slaps. Give me a tummy ache and diarrhea, but it's good.
It's too good.
But yeah, I've had a crush on that man.
Excuse me.
For years. Like since I worked at this place, I always thought he was cute.
Yeah. You worked at that like one gym place.
That one joint. Yeah, that one brothel that I worked at. I met him.
Yeah. Nice guy. Cool guy.
He's cool. Yeah, cute. But you know, I'm in a different state now. So it's, you know, it's just a teenage dream, that one.
Yeah. The one that got away.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. So anyway, yeah, that's my TMI.
Thank you for sharing. Oh, that's your wheel, not
TMI. That's my wheel. That's my wheel. But let's get into Let's get into our TMI.
Oh my God, girl. Oh my God, guys, we're tired. We had a long day.
Bruh. Okay.
Do you have any?
Sorry, guys. Okay.
Can you tell that we don't rehearse these guys? We literally just start the
No.
fucking video and we just talk. Like there's no.
Yeah. There's nothing. There's no. Okay. No.
Okay. We have 4.5 minutes to finish it out.
Okay. I was just gonna say before this, we literally will just trauma dump on each other and be like, "Let's record."
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we're wasting our hour of recording time.
We're like, "Let's go." My TMI this week is my TMI. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh, you go.
Okay. I was in Target the other day and I went after school. So I was still in my work outfit and I was wearing kind of like not wedges, but like the sandals that have a little bit of like oomph to them at the bottom, like a higher sole.
Chanclas?
Yeah. And like it wraps around your ankle a little bit, like sandals.
Oh yeah.
And like with the woodish like weave
wicker.
Like
a wicker
yes. Anyways,
yeah.
I was walking in Target and they're a little big on me. And I was walking, obviously, because I was walking in Target because I just did that 4 times. And I totally like my foot, like I totally twisted my ankle like while I was walking. I like basically tripped in the middle of the walkway in front of, and it was busy. It was like, it was like 3:30 on a Tuesday. So that was embarrassing. I just like stood up and kept on walking.
Oh my God. You know what? You just had to girl boss all the way through. And I'm proud of you for that. Yeah, oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Slay.
Yeah.
Funeral slay. I don't know. My TMI, I was working drive-through at my work. And the super guy came through the drive-through and I was like the one who was like, when you're in a drive-through, I was the one who was handing you your drink. And I hand this guy his drink and I'm telling him his total and everything. And I just like spit, just a ball of spit just pops out of my mouth. And you know what? It had been a long day, so I didn't even give a fuck. I was like, thank you. So I gave him his drink, spit probably all over him, just like showered on his face.
Him and in his drink.
Yeah. And I acted like nothing happened, even though we both saw what happened. And I have a good day.
I love that. Good job.
Thank you.
I love how humiliating we are.
We're just embarrassing. That's okay. But anyway, that was fun. I hope you guys feel like more human and more normal when you hear us talk about our hardships.
We really just like word vomit and then we just let it out to the public every week.
Yeah. So we hope you guys enjoy that.
Please appreciate it because
please do.
Yeah.
We're really doing something by stepping out. 3rd episode.
And my Alexa just went off.
Lord have mercy, girl.
Honestly,
you gotta take that buzzer off, bro. You're acting like you're 80 years old.
Okay, I'll get right on that. Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode of Probably TMI Podcast, episode 30. How do you say 30 in Spanish?
30.
Don't forget.
Yep. Thank you.
Follow us on our Instagram and our social medias. Our personal things. I don't know.
Probably TMI across the board. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We're all out there. You guys haven't told us a TMI from you in a while, so let us know.
Tell us a TMI and then let us know what you guys are doing for spring break because we're wondering.
We'd love to know. All right, you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Love you. Bye, baby girls.
Bye.